Good morning and happy new year to those of you who haven't said that yet too. I am happy to say that 2025 is off to a roaring start. This year, my resolution has been to make more content of my own because originally I got into this to make my own content. Originally, I wanted to make films. I wanted to use my storytelling ability to make narrative content. And I quickly found that I needed to learn more about how to make that content. And then when I learned, I found that I was making content for other people. And that has never changed. And so I've been very fortunate, very grateful, especially the folks that are watching this who are part of that, uh, to be able to make content for other people and do that as a career. And I've had a lot of very satisfying, very fun, very even creatively engaging projects with a lot of our friends and colleagues. But ultimately, I want to make more. And I want to make more based on what I'm interested in and what the stories that I want to tell and how I want to impact the world. So, to that end, I'm basically telling you this. My channel here at tracypeterson.com, or excuse me, well, tracypeterson.com is a more or less defunct my domain name, but it is what it is. This channel, YouTube, the Tracy Peterson channel on YouTube will become kind of a Tracy Makes Stuff channel. We're gonna do some projects together. We're gonna work on a few things. We're gonna create some things. We're going to um, figure out how to put a lot of the technologies that I've made use of in my life and career together to make new and interesting things. For instance, I've been working on a Raspberry Pi based um, uh, Stream Deck operation device that I like a lot, and I've been using Fusion 360 to model that. And I've learned a lot about Fusion 360 in order to make things on my 3D printers, and I've learned a lot about 3D printing to make things on 3D printers, and I've learned things about laser cutting, and I've become a member of a wonderful local place here in Las Vegas called Sin Shop, which is a maker space. And uh, so I consider myself, I guess, a part of the maker movement now. I believe in making things and making technology and fabrication and so on accessible to everyone. So that's going to be kind of the theme of this channel. But for other content that I'm going to be making on top of that, there's going to be a couple other places. So for and this is very important to me as well, is the kind of the commodification of video and media and responsibly creating media and video in a good way and making great content, making things that look good and sound good. And that's going to be on the Aurora Broadcast channel. So my corporate YouTube channel will end up having training and media discussion and all kinds of stuff about the art and craft and business of making video. So I'm going to try to make something at least one a week over there, probably a little bit less frequently here. And then finally, I have an older channel that I called Near Future Industries, which is kind of one of the things that always strikes me is that I love science fiction and I love kind of twisty, mind bending questions about who we are, the nature of reality, who we are in the grand scheme of the universe, where do science and religion overlap, all kinds of stuff like that. And, you may not know it, but I've actually written a number of these things down. I don't feel comfortable always sharing my writings with other people, but um, I do feel comfortable sharing my visual interpretation of some of those things. So I'm actually embarking on a journey right now of my own of learning how to use Unreal Engine for virtual production. And this started a while ago, and it really kind of was inspired and sparked by when I was working for Unreal Engine on their GDC keynotes and stuff when we were live streaming those back in the day. And my relationship with that team inspired me to look deeper and get better at it. And now the tools have advanced so far that the intersection between video production and virtual video production is so narrow, and I'm looking forward to that. But on top of that, I'll be sharing on the Aurora channel. I'll be also sharing some things like, basically how I do things to help clients in the way that I structure my work so that it's useful to other people. And it might help you as a business person who makes video as well. So anyway, that's basically the update and what I want to kind of accomplish for my personal resolutions. And my goal is to try to make something, anything, even if it's small, once a week. throughout the year. And so here's the first week's content going on to my private channel, my personal channel. Not necessarily private, I guess. So if you don't know me yet, welcome. My name's Tracy. I woke up with a fire under me today. I don't know exactly why. I am going to get ready for some meetings today. There's lots of cool projects coming up in 2025 as well, so I'm excited about that. So I hope you are great, and I hope that you are having a wonderful start to your 2025. Whatever aspect of life that I encounter you, whether that's business, whether that's personal and fun, whether that's are we members of the union together or what, I wish you the best this year. No matter what is going on in the world around you, focus on what you're doing. Do it great. Put everything into it. Have a great year. Don't lose your steam. And I'll talk to you real soon, I'm sure.